He was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Powell on the return.
He was brought down at the 26. Their own 26-yard line.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. On second down, here's Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Results in a first down.
Down, it's Gurley. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
And making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there. Gurley again here on 1st down. And he gets it down to the 32. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage. The guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 43-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Here's Powell on the return.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. At their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the carry there, it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, they run with Gurley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards there and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go play action with Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. the gun. It's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Kevin King with a pick. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing, the interception. If he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball is expected to be caught.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now Ryan on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
Again, it's Jones. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Falcons ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked